Hello, my name is David Buckland and welcome to this week's Video Insight. On the 1st of July 2015, the global side of our business launched both the Montgomery Global Fund and the Montgomery Global Fund. The Montgomery Global Fund currently owns 22 companies, and these companies vary in size or market capitalisation from Insperity at US $1.7 billion to Apple at over $800 billion. The Montgomery Global Fund is known as an all-capitalisation fund manager, or an all-cap fund for short. These two stocks are well diversified across industry and geography and currently account for a little over 3/4 of the fund, and the cash component accounts for a little over 1/4 of the fund. Many of our global competitors are much more US-centric than us, focusing only on very large market capitalisation stocks, while mostly holding a very small proportion of their portfolio in cash, even when they are a bit cautious. It may also surprise you to learn that the combined population of the European Union, China and India is now 10 times the size of the US. And furthermore, McKinsey & Company believes that within 1 decade, nearly half the world's leading 500 companies will be based in emerging markets, up from only 5% at the turn of this century. Last week, we communicated with both our investors and the readers of our blog our intention over the next couple of months to launch our first exchange-traded managed fund to be quoted on the ASX. To be known as the Montgomery Global Equities Fund, this will substantially mirror our unlisted Montgomery Global Fund and deliver pretty much the same total return on an after-expense basis. Further, the proposed Montgomery Global Equities Fund will pay a targeted minimum annual distribution of 4.5%. Pleasingly, the Montgomery Global Fund has built a good track record in the first 26 months since its launch. Between the 1st of July 15 and the 31st of August 17, early investors have enjoyed a total return exceeding 21.5% after expenses. Interestingly, some of our well-known competitors' comparable funds are much more than 6% worse than this figure over the same period. As can be seen from the following graph, the Montgomery Global Fund has turned $1 into $1.21.5 after expenses over the 26 months to the 31st of August 17, while its benchmark, the MSCI World Net Total Return Index in Aussie dollars, has turned $1 into only $1.13 over the same period, for outperformance of well over 8%. Pleasingly, this was achieved with the fund averaging close to 20% in the safety of cash. The investment team at Montgomery Global Investment Management, including Andy Macken, Chris DeMasi, George Hadger and Dan Wu, have done a fine job in stock selection as well as risk management, particularly through sizing the individual stocks within the fund. A simple example is Apple, going from $90 to $160. As much as we can in equity markets, the team are very aware of capital preservation. If you're interested in joining me in investing in the proposed Montgomery Global Equities Fund, can I encourage you to pre-register your interest at the website www.montinvest.com/ASX quoted. That's all I have time for this week. Please continue to follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Thank you.